Well, the most glorious good morning to everyone. And the most beautiful river of love runs through us, runs through you. An eternal river of love running through your veins, running through your life force, running through your mind, running through your heart. I mean, let love run its course through you. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to freak out in these human bodies with these human limitations, with this impending destiny of all of us, this so-called fate of death. We really don't have to freak out because this river of eternal love ever flows. It ever flows. And it flows gently and beautifully and harmoniously and all-consumingly and all-lovingly. And it is so precious, you know. It is such a precious reality that we live in. We forget that, and then it becomes very, very treacherous, very, very scary, you know, very, very dark at times. Hearts can be broken so easily, and so can bones, and so can dreams, you know. So, but let the river of love flow through you today, my dear, you know, and flow with it, flow with it. Who you are is everything. The one you love and are looking for, the love you're looking for, and everything you're looking for is you. It's what's inside of you, this river of love. So I entitled this morning's Lovecast, Love Streaming Live, I said it's Make Random Invisible Love. Make random invisible love. This is an invisible river, and it runs underneath the sands of time. It is endless, it is beyond time, and it runs through the sands of time as well. And it's invisible, intangible, you know, cannot be perceived with the five senses, cannot be perceived, obviously, if there's other options going on in your brain and in your choices. It can only be perceived when you want to make random invisible love. As this physical being that you are, but you love the love that's running through you. You see? You love the river, you love the flow. You love the faith that you have that this is so. And then you just use all of your heart and gather up all those distracted forces. You marshal, you harness, you draw in all these forces that are going outside, looking out into all these changes, right? And to all these broken pieces and parts and not harmonious energy at all, and disruptions and unexpected, not pleasant things happening, and you turn all of that beautiful energy and let it flow as the river of love within you. You see what I'm saying? And then it's so really nice that there's quiet places. There's quiet, beautiful nooks and little coves in this river, you know? Little places where it's just absolutely still. And this is where you just let the river flow through you. And you can lay back, you know, and float. Float. And just float in your beingness. See, we're talking about loving our beingness. Our invisible beingness. Where we've come from, what everything really is invisible. It's non-physical, kids. Science has already proven it as a non-physical reality. There's nothing solid about you. There's empty space within you, you know. Between those atoms, inside those atoms, there's infinite space. And what is flowing through that space is this invisible river of love. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how a thought, how a concept, how an attunement, really attuning our heart to this morning show of unbroken, someone said random positivity. Well, we can say it's random loving, right? It's random awakening to the truth that we are this river of love. And that we're going to use all of our forces and resources till we get to the source of everything, till we are the source within ourselves and everything, you see? And one way that I'd like to describe this morning is that we're going to talk about a self-care package. This unconditional self-care package that we have in loving the river that's within us, in loving the invisible, making random invisible love to the invisible today, starting with ourselves as the truth within us, you know? I mean, find that little quiet place in the river of love and just, you know, float in your beingness. Love your beingness, you know? And how do we do that? I know our external, random, running away mind, like a runaway horse, man, runaway emotions that taking us all these detours and not these pleasant experiences in mortal life at all, right? I know they're going to resist this effort to just be still in this river of love and immerse yourself in this present moment, and then just observe as this river of love how you are. Who am I? Who am I? What a classic 3 words of all times. It's been asked since the beginning of time. Arthur Schopenhauer was a great philosopher, and he was sitting on a park bench one day, and someone came up to him and said, "Who are you?" And he said, "If you could answer that question for me, I would be eternally grateful." Well, no one can answer that question. I mean, you've heard this before. You've probably picked up books that say similar things, and it's around you more, or you wouldn't be listening to this Lovecast, that's for sure. But really, only you can trust this now. Only you can back off enough as this river of love, as the source of you, as the one who sustains you, right? The one beloved, I call that. The loving presence, I call that as well. And let that beautiful, big you, the eternity of your foreverness, love the parts that are resisting right now. The parts that don't want to be loved, the parts that don't care about this, the parts that have other things to do, places to go, and people to see today. The other parts that still want to suffer. The other parts that want to carry around unresolved issues. The other part that actually enjoys being limited. The other part that would rather be in pain than to even consider what we're considering every single time we get into this love stream, you see? Isn't that amazing? So I know there's resistance. That's part of this duality, baby. There's the ebb and the flow, right? We're talking about the flow. And we're talking about the ego's ebb as well, right? We're choosing flow this morning. We're choosing to make random invisible love to the invisible. And that may be the most physical resistance, this most physical body reaction, this most physical pain in your heart, this most physical pain in your body, this most physical reactive thought, right? We're going to need to let the river love ourself today. Our little self. We need to have the river of love our littleness, love our aches and pains. Do you see? Love whatever's going on as thought forms, whatever's going on as emotional disturbances, whatever is your knee-jerk reactions, right? Whatever is your pissed offness, right? All those resistances we need to allow to come to the surface while we find a nice quiet place in this river of love where we just relax in this river of love. You know what I'm saying? And then join the force of this river. It's a mighty force, this river of life. It's timeless. It's invisible. It's unseen, unfelt by all these human identifications. We need to let that river come in and heal us today. Healing is the application of love to the parts that hurt, you see. It is the embrace of all those parts. It is the allowing of love without fear, without trepidation, without procrastination, to let it come in and make your day today. And to see if you can find a way in joining force with that great force of the river of love, to join it, and then to be in this self-care package of self-love, self-compassion, self-patience, and I mean unlimited, unconditional, making random, invisible love to yourself, and especially the parts that hurt. I love it so. I love you so. And I love me so. Miso. There is a soybean paste called miso. But I love that too. And I love me so. My me is love, nor do I recognize any other me but love herself. Oh, who came on? Now, see what love brought us? Thank you being so patient, Vertigo. Thank you so much. And Maya G, thank you for being second online. Vertigo just beat you by a nose there, jumping on the slump line. 1 minute. 1 minute after comes Maya G. I'm here for the entire love show. See you in class as well. Well, we're here now, and we're in the stream, Maya G, and we're going to let that stream of love, this river of invisible love, really love you today. And all you need to do is to choose that you are this river, this eternal river of love. You are source, you are light, you are just amazingness soul to love all the human parts today. It's really important. I call it making random invisible love. Non-physical reality, non-physical love is the reality, my friends. Everything that is physical is a hoax, it's a sham, it is temporary, it's a hologram, okay? So Kando, welcome. I'm here for the physical flow. You're here for the physical flow and you're here for the love flow. They join force today, Kando. But most importantly, we're going to let this invisible, eternal, all-powerful source love flow embrace our physicalness today, you know? And that includes the thoughts, that includes the emotions, that includes your desires, that includes everything else. We're going to find a place on the river of love today. And we're going to be very, very still and just be with our beingness, you know? Have you ever done that, Kando? Where you just realize that you are more than this thought. You're more than this desire to go do something. You're more than what you've identified on the outside, or even as you, as this personality and the way you think and the way you react and the way this person is. That there is this time out that we're talking about today, where we let this love first of all just heal us and bring us into a quieter moment where we can be more that love than we are all these identification things that I just mentioned that we identified to about ourselves. Do you see how important this is, Kando? And then we just appreciate this beingness that we are, this river of love that we are. Feel it or not, believe it or not, we start to appreciate the big love, the big life force that we are. A part of the ocean is us, Kando. We're a little wave, and the ocean has consumed the little wave of our life, if you allow it to, Kando. Oh, hello, Babananda. Good morning, brother. Laeb, I knew you were going to come on. I felt the love of your heart and the love of your soul. I really did. I really felt it, Laeb, and I knew that for some reason we would take this pause today in this river of love and just make random invisible love to this invisible river of love. And that's starting with all of our humanness, because there's no way we're going to feel this truth unless we can love the parts that are blocking us, that are preventing us from feeling, immersing in this invisible, random love force that is everywhere, everyone, and everything. Does it make some heart sense, my friends? Right? Does it make some heart sense? Good morning, beloved. Good morning, beloved Clark. And we're on the river of love, invisible, and we're making random invisible love with the invisible today. The invisible that is us, our whole beingness, you know. We're just going to relax in the river and let our beingness start to be loved and immersed and healed. And I call it the self-care package, the self-love, the self-forgiveness, the self-kindness, the self-patience, and just let that river of love, which is the self-care patient, the immortal self-care package, to let it do its thing on us today, because there's never been a day more precious than this one, and there's never been a moment more powerful than this one. Kando's already been there, she's done that, and she's going to repeat. This is repeatable, and she has planned a heart attack. Join for a bigger love. Type I spark to enter. So Kando is into a playful, hello, Lucy. I guess you just can't get enough of this love stuff, huh, Lucy? Well, we're so happy about that, because I call that a high-class problem, that we can't get enough of this love stuff. And I hope that you never can get enough of this love stuff, because it's beyond enough. It is ever increasing more and more, right? And I hope that we just desire it more today than yesterday. I hope we surrender to it more than we did yesterday. I hope we spread it around more than we did yesterday. I hope that we let it walk through us, smile through us, and we'll do our little love boat song. And this is, kind of a love boat of just our beingness floating on this river of love this morning. You see what we're saying? But we sing here, don't we? And quite frankly, thank you, Lucy, and thank you, Kando and Vertigo and Loab and Babananda and Clark, because let's just see if we can up a notch in this love force revolution calibration, this vibration that we create every time we're on this love stream. Let's just open it up and let it take you over so that we can share our love with each other. These souls, we're not these outer names here. We're not these emoticons. We're not what I said we think we are, the personality and the aches and the pains and all the importance of what we need to do and get done today, especially not sacrificing the love moment, sacrificing, the making random invisible love to the invisible as we do our to-do list, right? Don't let the to-dos, don't let the outer circumstances of love get in between you and this massive love affair that you are in with the infinite, kids. This is why we're love ninja warriors, see? This is why we are in this boot camp here. This is why some of you are really waking up to the power that is within you and the possibilities that every moment and every choice are here for you, because you have this thing called free love will. Free love, willpower, right? You can will to love, baby. You can will to love. You can will to love. And this is the first start of these words. I will love until every soul, every star, every forsaken creature is lodged in my heart. I will love until my soul, the stars, every forsaken creature is lodged in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. I will love in my heart. I will love, I will love. Every star, every forsaken creature is lodged in my heart, in my heart, in my heart. I will love, I will love, I will love, I will love in my heart. Right here, right now, I'm loving myself. Right here, right now, I'm loving this. Right here, right now, I'm loving my heart. Right here and right now, I'm loving you. I will love until my heart, every star, every forsaken right here and right now, I'm loving myself. Right here and right now, I'm loving you. Right here and right now, I'm loving this. Right here and right now, I'm loving this. One more round. I will love until my soul, every star, every forsaken creature is lost in my heart. I will love until my heart, every star, every forsaken creature is locked in my heart, in my heart, in my will love myself. The right here and the right now, I'm loving me. Right here and right now, I'm loving you. Right here and right now, I'm loving you. Right here and right now, I'm loving you. Right here and right now, I'm loving me. And right here and right now, I'm loving you. Telling you. You repeat this after me. My me is love. My me is love. Nor do I recognize any other me. Nor do I recognize any other me but love itself. But love itself. Let's go again. My me is love. My me is love. Nor do I recognize any other me, and you say any other me, but love herself. But love herself. Now could you just lower, let's do our greeting to this great me. It's the great myself. It's the eternal myself. Hands press into the heart. Hands represent the activity, and the hands pressed to heart represents love. And we bring our fingers to our forehead, and that represents our mind. And this is the offering of our doingness today, our activity in our hands, all our love and all our mind to loving ourself, capital S. Nice. Sweet. Beautiful. Flowing. Precious. Unique. Real. Forever. Awesome. Who jumped on? Well, we still have this my me is love. Exactly, Kando. Yeah, love boat. Live gondola, live gondola in Venice. I know. Lucy, you know about, never been to Venice. And Kando says, I'm just a love machine feeding my fantasy. It's this divine love fantasy. This is one of our love games, Kando. You know that. Totally. We fantasize the reality, you know? There's fantasy baseball. Everybody's doing a fantasy game somehow. There's fantasy being miserable. There's fantasy, trying to get ahead in life, trying to make money, and at the cost of, maybe not being in integrity with others and stuff like that. But yes, this is in fantasy, what we call today, making random invisible love. Invisible love to the invisible that's within you, as everything, within everyone else, as them, and as everything around them. We're making invisible love. And to do that, we have to be really, really embracing of all the stuff that's resisting that. Because that resistance is not allowing us to go deeper than just what's on the surface of our minds and the surface of our body. What just happened last night in the world, what's happening today in the world, this argument, this catastrophe, this potential thing that we're going to run out of this and that and whatever, right? Most people are hung up to dry on this externals of this hologram, of this motion picture called human life, you see. So that's going to be up for you. And this is why we need to just pause in this river of love today and let that river of love embrace us just as we are. Like you're going into a divine spa and you're going to be treated all day long with special love treatments, special loving, man. On every level of your being, especially when you don't feel lovable, especially when your old stuff comes up and you're operating by your old stuff. Just that the patterns are so deep, kids, it's ridiculous. We have been stuck so many times in physical bodies and in this lower dimension so many times you wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't want to know how important it is on what we are up to this morning and what we are always up to. I think you do, otherwise you wouldn't be here, you know what I'm saying? You just wouldn't be here. So, let's embrace, relax, relax, relax. Feel your beingness. So that's more than your thoughts, kids. It's more than that restless mind. Much more. You are more. Feel your emotion of body. Feel the sensations in your body. Feel the aches and pains. Feel the discomfort, right? We just hold out as this river of love to just watch how separate we are from ourselves because of all these different resistances that I just mentioned. But we are all of that. We're the embraced beingness. We're the river of beingness, the love beingness, the invisible, intangible, beloved love force, life force, energy force, right? Thought force. We are that. What is behind all the physical there. Now, see, you've settled into your beingness, okay? And now just will to love. I will love. I will love this complete beingness that I am. I will just love it. I will just love this complete beingness that I am. And when you get more still and more quiet, see, this is an aspect of meditation. This is contemplation. This is allowing yourself to tune into what really is. And that is the stillness, the silence, the river of love. That really doesn't flow because it's just everywhere at once. It's just deep, like deep stillness, like deep water. And it's flowing underneath. You just don't feel it as much. You're in the flow. It flows while it's in this creation, and then outside this creation it is perfectly still. And even in the flow that's in this creation, that stillness is still there, right at the core of everything. They say that stillness is the altar of love, of pure love. It's the altar of spirit. Stillness is the altar of spirit, you see. Silence is golden, The invisible language of love. It doesn't have words. It doesn't use mouth and language. It is an invisible experience of love. That's the language of love. So this is our kind of day, accepting ourselves as sparks of love and light. Exactly, Exactly. When we smile, love smiles through us. See, as you relax, then the love comes forward. Right? When we cry, love weeps. When we walk, love is walking us. And when we die, love is our life. When we smile, love smiles through us. When we cry, love weeps. When we walk, love is walking us. And when we die, love is our life. When we smile, love smiles through us. When we cry, love weeps. And when we walk, love is walking us. And when we die, love is our life. Oh, love in presence is all around us. Love in presence is our love. But so jump right on, let's sail away. Oh, love in presence is our love. Oh, when we smile, love smiles through us. When we cry, love weeps. When we walk, love is walking us. And when we die, love is our life. Oh, love and presence is all around us. Love and presence is our love. Oh, so jump right on, let's sail away. Oh, love and presence is our love. Oh, love and presence is all around us. Love and presence is our love. Oh, so jump right on, let's sail away. Love and presence is our love. Oh, so jump right on, let's sail 'cause love in presence is our love. River, boat, invisible everything. Jump in, jump on. Be loved, beloved. Be loved, be embraced today. Would you slow down enough? Would you promise the love force that at least today? Would you take more pauses and just let yourself, all the thoughts, everything, just surrender into your beingness, that you are this river of love? Is that a possibility? Make that determination now. It ain't going to get any easier when we finish this love stream, because the way we're conditioned, we automatically default to that before you even get from point A to point B after this love stream. You see what I'm saying? So part of our Love Force Ninja Camp training, boot camp training, is to make these soul determinations while we're in the vibration, while we're on this love line, while others are giving their precious moments and doing everything in their power to surrender to their beingness and let that love consume their, so they can be so self-loved and self-nurtured today and self-forgiven today like never before. We make these soul determinations. Doesn't that make sense? We put our foot down. We can make convictions, you know, that this is the way I'm going to be. And that's an inside job that you do. Whoo! Yeah, and it's an inside job that you do as you sit here and listen, right? You just don't listen without some payback to love. I mentioned this yesterday. You just don't say, well, I heard some good stuff this morning. I swear, it's going to go in one ear and out the other ear faster than you can say, Jiminy Cricket. You know what I'm saying? No, there's got to be a give back and a soul determination that today my life is going to be different than what it has ever been. That there's going to be moments today that I can experience kind of what we're talking about today, where I am an invisible being, and I'm going to use that invisible, eternal beingness that I am a part of to love whatever is resisting that love today. Whatever is pulling me out to be the same old today, whatever is making me go to that place of worry, whatever is that taking me out of this present moment of love, right? That we are going to let that just be embraced by this invisible love. We're going to make invisible random love to ourselves in all these random ways that you are going to try to resist this today. You see, does that make sense? We are complete, Clark says, in that love, accepting ourselves. We are complete. Yeah. I'm out. Just one little love before I continue taking souls. Take care, guys. Lucy, awesomeness. Love you. Love you. You can hear this even though you got offline. You can hear a voice say, love you, love you. You can feel it in your heart. Love you, love you. I'm always with you. Not me. The love force. Right? Yeah. So it's going to be a short stream this morning, because I'm going to go off and share some yoga, which is embracing in the physical moves of the poses. You know, poses bring up stuff too. And so we get to practice this exact thing, making random invisible love while we're moving in poses and we're doing breathing, and the thoughts want to do this and this go here, and the emotions plan this, and, you know, get all the little duckies in the row for the day. I tell you, there's only one ducky, and that's your soul duck, baby. Be like the soul duck and let life just be like water off a soul's duck back. How's that? Are we good with that, man? Right? Are we good? This is partly my buddy Hafiz, and I made a little song. And we'll end with this, okay? Most beautiful one. Let's see what Clark says first. When I practice the breath of love, it changes my automatic thinking habits and helps me. Yeah, I know. That's why it's an every breath practice too, huh, Clark? That's what we're practicing, is the every breath. Because the breath, when we're in this body, comes in every moment. So I think there's a reason for the breath that comes in and gives us enough life to live for so many seconds or minutes just with one breath. For many, it would not even be minutes, because they would start panicking and then use up all that energy of one breath. But this is the same thing with love. If we don't breathe love, we're going to, we could die in the next moment of any possibility of being in our heart, you see. So right on, Clark. When I practice the breath of love, it changes my automatic thinking habits and helps me be in the presence of love. See who we got on this love line, everybody? Vertigo, thank you for being here this morning. Kando, as always, yeah, your me is love. Our me is love. And Lucy, who just went off. And best day ever, right? But let's just finish with this little song. Most beautiful one, whom I adore, has pitched a royal tent inside of me. Most beautiful one, whom I adore, has pitched a royal tent inside of me. Has pitched a royal tent inside of you too. Most beautiful one, whom I adore, has pitched a royal tent inside of me. Most beautiful one, whom I adore, has pitched a royal tent inside of me. Has pitched a royal tent inside of you. So I will always love myself with all the love that I can. So I will always love myself with all the love that I can. With all the love that I can. And I'll leave my love as close to my soul, as close to my soul as I can. And I'll leave my love as close to my soul, just as close to my soul as I can. Just as close to my soul as I can. I will leave my love just as close to my soul, as close to my soul as I can. Oh, I will leave my love to me as close to myself as I can. Just as close to myself as I can. And I'll leave my love as close to myself, as close into me as I can. And I'll leave my soul as close to my soul, close to myself as I can. Just as close to my soul as I can. So I will always love myself with all the love that I can. So I will always love myself with all the love in my soul. With all of the love of my soul. With all of the love of my soul. With the river of eternal love. Let's go. Let the O come in, activate all this beautiful intention of our heart. Your hearts are so beautiful, my friend. Oh, and your willingness to really just soften the hard edges, right? And let the love stream and the love just come around and smooth out all those edges. And then let it bubble up from the inside. Let it consume you today. So the mind goes quiet and the heart is at peace. And OMG, it just starts and begins right there. Again, let's go. Just immerse. Make random invisible love to your beingness today and everyone's beingness, right? Underneath. Get into the river first. Let the river do the loving, because then we'll start loving and embracing what we think is on the rough edges and all this humanness, right? That's on the surface. And one more so we can sail away on the love boat. Or just float in this river of love. Just flow, baby, immersed in the love stream. Om. Hands to heart, pressed into love, devoting our mind, heart, and activity to love today, now, and always. Cheers.